somebody types in something that you're like number one that it shows.
And you go there.
Yeah.
If it's not on the first page,
You won't
you
find
find
everything.
exactly.
Okay, but you're wanting, okay, it's gonna differentiate between oil painting, oil painter, all kinds of different terms here. So you're going to want, if you're wanting to rank for oil painter in Amarillo, Texas, say you're wanting to go and hit, troll for commissions, I suppose is the reason we wanna, target these terms. You're gonna have to go right and worm the word oil painter into your blog and into your web page, into your Twitter feeds or whatever you're doing, for your internet marketing to try to get this term to come up.
So you can type in, I'm an oil painter
Yeah.
from Amarillo,
Yeah, you want to be,
Texas,
and
okay.
I've worked
And
with other oil
continuously
painters,
use
or
those
I've
keywords
studied
when
with
you-
other, like Guido was in here, I studied under oil painters such as Guido, there's all kinds of ways to get the word painter, oil painter grouped together and in that. Now, we got to talk just briefly, Google sees things, keywords in a couple of ways. You have exact match, like oil painter would be, in quotes, would be the exact match. So if I come over here to oil painter in Amarillo, this is what we call a broad match query. It's going to go out, and anytime those three words show up,
And they can all be separate, like.
be separate, yes. Now you put that sucker in quotes, do the same thing, we're going to go from 57,000 to no results.
By putting it in quotations?
So you have to.
So it's but now, if you put in quotes, you're telling Google, bring me back only results that say oil painter Amarillo, and that's a weird grouping right there, because
Yeah.
nobody's going to describe it that way. Maybe if I add an in,
And that's,
not much help.
how about oil painting in Amarillo?
See, I think that would be better because you're targeting something, people want to go buy an oil painting. Okay, we have 31 results, an exact match.
What's number one? I can't read it.
Potter County,
What is?
Looks like obituaries.
Yeah,
It is, in fact, it is an obituary.
Of whom?
Whose obituary is it?
From 1997.
Oh dear.
Somebody from Mineral Wells, Shirley Ann Wilson.
How funny.
Did we know Shirley?
Okay, but if you take the quotes out and give it phrase match or broad match, it comes out at 47,500.
Who's number one?
The Guido Friend Workshop right here is number one and number two.
Well, and
Several artists.
when I type things in on our deal,
My on.
one thing that I try to,
Oh, one of mine down here.
I try
Marshall
to,
Clemens.
I try to always remember, I pick up little things that Kenneth has said, but I don't type in AAI. Like, I might do it later on in the blog, but I always type in Amarillo Art Institute.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You always want
AAI
to,
's
don't
kiss of
abbreviate.
death. Because, abbreviations can kill you because AAI can mean a million different things
A
online.
lot of people have that abbreviation.
Yeah.
American Airlines Insurance or something like that can just totally, destroy your search rankings. So we will.
Alcoholics Anonymous, Iowa.
I don't have a website or anything, but I do try to work everything in on Facebook. And
Yes.
I use to spell out Amarillo Art Institute.
Absolutely.
Because a
Good
lot of
practice.
people that are reading my stuff have never heard of Amarillo Art Institute. They have no idea what
AAI,
means, so
yeah.
I usually write it out.
But even for what he's saying is for the sake of the search engines, even if you're going to say Amarillo Art Institute 2 or 3 times in the same paragraph, it may seem kind of bulky to keep typing that out, but you need to do it because that abbreviation is not going to index.
If we were an NFL football team, yes, we'd have the chance to beat them to death on the AAI thing. Or if you got enough, popularity of a search term, you could do that. Maybe if we were at a trade show conference, we could get away with it with a number behind it. But AAI is really, really generic. Okay, so we have theme keywords and we have category keywords. So the theme keyword is what you're going to make your website about. If you're a monumental granite sculpture, you know, you want to get that, it would be good to get that in your domain name when you go and buy it from GoDaddy. To get, you know, the best way to buy a domain name is to get the keywords for your product. Your name, in your case, is probably going to be your product. Like Marsha Clemens, we got MarshaLair.com. We're probably going to buy an extra one for her because she's got a unique spelling. And point the Marsha with an A to the I domain. But, you know, so you want to think about your keywords and get it whenever possible in the domain name you're buying. Like if you're selling support hose, supporthosestore.com is a pretty good one to get. Category keywords are what we make our menus up. So if you're an oil painter and you want to display a list of landscapes or a list of portraits and things like that, you know, that's narrowing down and you're getting a category that goes under the master keyword. Now, if you were a portrait painter, the lower you can get that down, and you did different maybe types of portraits, and then you had subcategories of portraits, it would be better for us at the level that we're at in Amarillo with the art community, because the lower you get it down into a micro niche, the least competitors you have for that keyword.
Like if you specialize in portraits of children or portraits of dogs, you want to use those keywords.
So I know a guy makes some men up dog portraits, but yeah, you want to use these keywords. The fewer peak searches, the more easier it is for you to come up. It's that simple. All right, now here's an example of our web page where we're reinforcing the keywords throughout the process. Up here at the top, the very, very top on the banner, this is the page name. And it says Sell It Anywhere, Internet Marketing in Amarillo, Texas. And then on the browser tab, it says Internet Marketing in Amarillo, Texas. One of our subcategories or category keywords, it's in the menuing. And then down here, it's reached into the text. So if you, whenever possible, especially if you're making a blog entry about a painting out of Palo Verde Canyon, you want to make sure that those keywords like snowy night in Palo Verde Canyon or something like that, you want to make sure all your keywords get into the title, into the page, a little header at the bottom, like you might have a subtitle that you want to put some keywords into. You want it in the description of the page. You want it in the headers and then the copy. Now you don't want it to sound spammy because Google can also tell when it doesn't read proper English or something that's just not going to make sense to people and puts that into it. So English teachers tend to do very well on search engines because it's all proper. The computer understands proper. It's variables that they don't understand so much. So anyway, that's the basics of the web page. You want to make sure you've got a consistent message. You want to make sure that you're collecting, have a method there for your people to get in touch with you and to collect that information if at all possible, is to get their email address and things like that. So our next recommendation is do it as a blog. Now, we use WordPress. WordPress is low cost. It's the most popular blogging software on the internet. It's used by CNN. You had a couple of them on your blog entry.
Martha Stewart, the White House, CNN,
Almost everybody.
pretty much everyone. It's become sort of the standard.
There's lots. It's really super easy to use. You just log in, you punch a button to post, write your little article up, and boom, you're done. Pretty much after it's set up. And the wonderful thing about WordPress is it's got a huge community behind it. So there's lots of developers out there that are making, I bet there's hundreds of thousands of themes available, lots of different plugins to add different functions to your blog. So we really, really, really love WordPress.
It'll allow you to customize your site just any way you want, really.
Is that part of the office?
No, ma'am. It's on the internet, and you would just go to WordPress.com or WordPress.org. Now, You don't have to buy anything, it's free, and it's over the internet, so you don't have to have any special software.
They're down. I mean, it's your internet connection here.
Oh, my connection?
Yeah, we're running off our own internet connection.
Okay.
Search for Connections 4G is where he's at.
Connections 4G, and they'll let me know.
No, you'll have to give her the double secret
Send it
password.
to-
So the advantage of a blog is it's easy to update, it's easy to distribute your content out to other different venues like Facebook, Twitter, and your email list. And there's a lot of other ones, that's just the four most popular. And it establishes a direct communications line with your customer. I mean, blogs want comments. At the bottom of every blog post, there's a place that people can comment and get a conversation started with you and about your blog. Karen, give them your Lindsay Lohan example. We all hate
The reason
Lindsay.
that you hear every time Lindsay Lohan changes her outfit is because she Twitters 24 times a day. That's on average. And because she's that prolific on her Facebook and her Twitter, that's why she's constantly in the news. You can't go anywhere without hearing about what Lindsay Lohan did today.
And I hate that. But as with Lindsay, the blog gives you the ability to promote what you're working on right now very quickly. And
How do
this is-
people find a person's blog? How do I find Marcia's blog?
For more information on how Sell It Anywhere can help your business, visit our website at www.sellitanywhere.com and be sure to follow Sell It Anywhere on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube.